Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Prison Architect. Long time no see, huh? I hope you guys are doing well. I've had this thing running for quite a while. They're getting this thing built. The structure and stuff, the foundation and stuff it's getting there. The whole back section here still needs to be done. And they're also doing this exterior wall all the way around because this is where our perimeter is. And I don't want to move prisoners over here until I have this place completely locked down. So they're also making their way. I sometimes prioritize it, but making their way to have a fully enclosed exterior wall here, which is going to be great. Things have been mostly quiet in the prison. There isn't a whole lot of action. Some of the time, this is one of those games where if you're doing well, the game gets, I don't want to say more boring, but like less eventful, I suppose is the right way to word it. The game gets less eventful the better you're doing. Because there's not as many people kicking off, and there's not a whole lot of stuff breaking all the time. You've done really well taking care of, well, I thought I was doing good taking care of laundry, but what in the world? Laundry may be too small to meet the demand. Oh, interesting. There's a lot of, okay, here. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna add 2 washing machines in here. I think that will probably be okay. And then we've got probably a false flag. I can't imagine why anyone would tunnel this direction. I guess maybe to go that way, but a lot of times these tunnel indicators are false flags, and that's what this one here is, so I'm not really worried about it. You can test it sometimes if you want to just move your, if you get like a dog or whatever, where's one of the dogs? Right here. So you can get one of the dogs to come over here, right? And if they start sniffing multiple tunnels in here, or you get multiple flags in the same area, then you're probably good, or then you're good to go ahead and search it, but yeah, nothing's happening here. And then inside the tunnels overnight, you can also just kind of do one of these numbers. And this is a tunnel search specifically, so it won't spend time having your guards search all around the prison and stuff over here. They're just gonna search in the toilets for the tunnels. So there just isn't much going on though, So I've been letting it run, and it's kind of one of those things where we're probably gonna edit around a lot of stuff today. But you can see all my busy little bees here doing all the construction on this project. We're gonna get this building completely done and operational, like it's completely finished, and then I'll build this. So this is like this extra thing, but this is the priority. The death row and Supermax is kind of a secondary thing here, so I don't really care as much about that. We're at 89% morale. Got about 111 complaints. Let's take a look. It's mostly a food thing. All right, let's up the number of people that are allowed to take a break and see if that helps at all. Food might have also been an issue temporarily due to the sheer volume of trucks coming in to deliver us foundation and building materials. That tends to delay food deliveries, so you get this problem here. I really wish they would allow us to serve the organic produce and stuff that we are growing ourselves. I really wish they would allow us to serve this to the staff, because arguably this is really high quality food, right? It's organic produce that's locally grown. That's usually something to be that's an advantage. That's a perk. Usually people go to Whole Foods instead of Walmart specifically for that reason, kind of thing, right? So I'm kind of hoping that maybe eventually they let us do that. Because otherwise, if you get going on a really big construction project and you're like, hey guys, go do this, even if you prioritize it, you're basically kissing your staff morale goodbye just because the deliveries can't come in. Being able to design, I think being able to put in roads this direction would also be very cool. They won't allow us to rotate the map, and that's fine, but being able to put roads in this direction would be really nice, because like if I could have one go this direction all on the bottom, then I could have deliveries made over here, and that would get into this other area here, or just allow us to put a road in. I know there's a mod that lets you make custom roads, so that's always an option, and I've used it in a previous playthrough as well. So we've seen this happen before, and it worked out okay. For now, helicopter is kind of the only way to do it, which is, I guess it's fine, I guess. So yeah, I'm letting this run. We had a surplus in energy demand on this side, or not demand, I guess export, right? This power meter, it fills up really quickly, relative to the other ones. So we're overproducing power more significantly over here in this area. And since this area is pretty much done, that gives me an idea of how much power I'm really going to need. So I've been also moving some of these hybrids, wind turbines. I've been kind of moving them over here, which is totally something you could do in real life. We're just going to place this down here, and then this is going to add to the power production in this area so that we can export power faster here. So we have another power meter here. It's at 276. This one's the one that goes up the fastest right now. But, of course, as this whole place gets operational, we're going to have to add a lot more power production just to meet our demands. But we're doing really great on exports for that. We're exporting produce okay. We're exporting power really well. We're exporting, you know, I think we're actually making good progress on beds and stuff too. Like everything is operational at the prison to make us a ton of money. So we're up to 60,000 a day with this giant facility, and I just need to let it run. That's really the thing is I just need to let it run, and that's what's taking a long time in my time here. I've been sick for the last, I don't know, jeez, felt like it was a whole week. Just, oh man, throat and nose, and my eyes wouldn't stop watering. I was talking about it on Discord and on Twitter. I had an eye infection, and my eyes wouldn't stop watering and being irritated, and it's just like, there's no way I can record with this. We did do a couple of live streams though. I've been having a lot of fun with that. Software Incorporated. Every time I get into that game, it's like all I can think about is like, what do I want to do next? What do I want to do next? But I did manage to, I called off a stream once because of my eye infection, but I did manage to get a couple done this past weekend, so that was really nice. If you haven't checked that out yet, playlist is on the channel. Those are live streams too, and they're longer, right? You know, we had like 6-hour streams, so they're like 6-hour videos. I've had a couple people, you know, mentions like, these are too long for me. I just want to remind you, they're as long as you want them to be. In addition to the whole, you know, being able to watch videos at a sped up pace, which I can't do personally, but I get that some people do it. But in addition to that, YouTube saves your spot when you stop watching. So like, you can just watch for half an hour if that's all you have, and then you can come back later and keep right on going where you left off. So the episodes are as long as you want them to be when it comes to a live stream. It doesn't have to be a whole sitting. You can also skim it or something if you want to as well. But I've had a lot of fun. Finally getting to the point where I can I just like chatting with you guys. I like chilling with you guys and talking about all sorts of things. And it's been this room just simply cannot be here. I need to make this larger, I guess. I'm gonna move the door here. Move all this stuff over. Yeah. We're gonna do this. And then we're going to make this laundry room a little bit bigger because it's just demanding that I do so. Let's go ahead and put in the yellow wall here. Is that really how that's really how that's going, huh? Okay. Yeah, he's doing work, guys. Look at this guy. It's a little uncertain. Right? All right, guys, seriously. All right. Who is this? Who gave Payne the door duty? All right, is this the new intern? Guess so, man. All right. Need to rehook that up to the door controllers, which are over like so. There we go. Not sure why that one wasn't hooked up, but there it goes. And then we'll just take this wall. And I think it's the classy wall. Yeah, we'll just take this wall, bring it out like this, and then we'll demolish this one and make this room just a tad bit bigger, because clearly these guys are not happy with what I provided for them. So, and then for the laundry room, you wouldn't really want wooden floor, I wouldn't think. I think just a regular old concrete floor is fine, but it doesn't look very good. So we'll go white tiles. Yeah, we'll go white tiles. That's fine. I had carpet in there before. It's like, who wants carpet in the laundry room? I don't know, man. I think any room where there's a risk that, you know, a large amount of water could spill, like kitchens, you kind of don't want carpet in those rooms. You know, it really makes it, yeah. You're asking for trouble, wood rot or whatever else is going on underneath it. But I don't know, but people do rugs though, like placemats and stuff. But those are like easier to clean, and you can take them out. And also, I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud now, trying to stall time while this thing builds. kind of wanted to show you guys as it comes in. Just boop, 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 boop. It's so satisfying when the buildings finally just build. The only problem is right now we're getting to the scale in the game where everything is slowing down calculations wise. So if I want to go this fast, it really isn't any faster than going this fast. Like there's almost, I mean, the clock does move, I guess, but realistically with people's movements, it's really not that much faster. It's fine. That's so satisfying. This is almost, not quite, but almost as satisfying as buying like a brand new flat screen TV and then just the plastic, right, that covers the, you know what I'm talking about, right? You just peel that plastic off the glass, right off the display. Oh, so satisfying. All right, so anyway, we have this building done. I need to do all the plumbing and all, like there's so much to build in this place. So let me let this run for like an in-game month. I don't know how long it's going to take to build this place. I could hire some temporary workers, I suppose, to help out with this. I've already hired a whole bunch. I'm at 71 workmen now. When this building first began construction, we were at 45, so I've kind of doubled my work shift anyway, but there you go. We'll put a whole bunch of them in there, and then the game will take a while to finally give them a task, and then they'll hop to. Okay, so we're going to have this one filling in here as soon as the foundation is done. It's like we're almost ready. And then I'll start with they're waiting in deliveries now. So let's do the plumbing and stuff, right? We got to get through here and figure out how big the cells are going to be. And I mean, really, they're just copying from here, right? We just take these and we copy them over, right? So, because these are fine design. I don't think we need to mess with the design at all. I think one thing I would like to do, though, is I'd like to make different colored walls. I'd like to use the white wall here as opposed to the brick wall. I know that's $40 more per square. It's more expensive. But I think it'll give us a really nice look. Ooh, actually, wait. We have a white wall here, too. Oh, that's what I want. This one. I totally missed this one. I see the tiled wall, but I'm going to use this one because it's 50. Why go expensive if I don't have to? So I'm going to make this section, and then I'll just copy it to like everywhere. And then I'll make this part here. And I'll flip it over and do that over here too. And then I'll look at all this stuff. And then, of course, the plumbing and all that stuff. So give me like a whole bunch of time here. And I'm gonna do that. And you guys will, I guess we'll just see it in a snap of a finger. So here you go. All right, I've let it run for a little bit, right? I've got the water pumping station is going to be located here. This is going to provide water to the entire complex over here. So it's just kind of out here in the open. I'll go ahead and put a fence and stuff around it and stuff, but let's take a look at utilities really quick. So the big pipes are going to go on this near side wall all the way over to here. Same thing with this all the way down to here. I most likely will make this go all the way around just because I need to provide water to the kitchen and stuff like that. But for now, it's like this. And then the pipes just kind of come up from there and then over across. And then all the cells are here. They each have their own toilet and shower head. I don't need all the criminally insane people getting in the shower room together. We've got back-to-back cameras in the hallway transitions here, or the little intersections here like this, so they can just keep an eye on the whole place, which is looking pretty nice. And then take a look at this. So electrical and stuff, kind of doing the same thing. Now this set of wind turbines here, probably about up to here. This is going to cover electricity for this area, as well as this entire zone. This one, which will have its own set of power producers over here, this line is going to head all the way around and then come over here, and it's going to take care of power for basically this zone, and then all of this. So they each kind of sharing their own responsibilities in that way, but I think by dividing up the power like that, it's going to be nice. And then it also allows me to have an extra transformer, which means I can have an extra export meter. It is almost 5 o'clock, and we've already maxed out our exports on this one. We got almost maxed out here. It's probably going to end up maxing out here by the end of the day. And this one down here is also going to get there. So I'm kind of spreading these out. I've taken some off of this, and you can kind of see there's some remnants of the power cables and stuff out here too. But I've sort of disassembled a lot of the stuff that's over on this side and moved it over here to help with this grid and to kind of balance it out a little bit. As I expand and add more stuff over here, I'm probably going to have to add probably maybe 1 or 2 more of these, and then I'll be able to max this out. I don't know. We'll see. We're already maxed out, so it's possible, but I still need to design this area and this area and this area. I'm pretty confident this will end up being our canteen area. We're going to have a walkway that lets people come outside through here. So this will be a fenced in area. Everyone will come outside and into this door, outside and into this door. So this will be our big canteen area. I might put a kitchen in the back. But if I'm going to do that, I kind of need helicopter deliveries because I really don't want trucks having to deliver everything. So I might do helicopter deliveries for the kitchen. Another idea would maybe to be placing the kitchen just slightly off center. It doesn't really need to be in the middle here. So we could put it over here and then have the helicopters come in over here and then just sort of bias to one side. But as long as I'm, it's a very big canteen because there are a ton of these guys. Of course, we have first aid stations spread out throughout here as well, and the padded floors, and a whole lot of pet birds. This is gonna be a very noisy wing. Everybody's got a pet bird in their cell just to help calm them down, give them a friend. Okay. Everybody's got their own friend. And we're using these white jail doors throughout this area here too, so I'm just kind of plugging these in. Now, the white jail doors are not part of my template, so I always add these last after everything is built, and that's mostly just for the fluid, for these guys to design this in a fluid way. They don't have to deal with a door opening and closing on them. The other way to do this would be to just simply mark this as open, and then everybody will always have it anyway. Could do that too. I've just opted to sort of do this, and I just haven't changed. Call it just being an old man stuck in his ways, okay? I don't know. Call it whatever you want to call it. Did I get that one? This one doesn't seem to be opening with the... It's connected. I might need another door servo, which I'll most likely will put... I'm thinking of this area here, right? There's room for like a little security office right here and a little... break room right here, right? I need to have those types of facilities in here too. There's room for that stuff to exist right here near this water pumping station. So I might do that as like a central building right here. And that way, whenever these guys do act up, again, there's like people can rush in. I know this was going to be a security area, but I'm kind of changing my mind on that. So I'm open to a lot of tweaks to this particular design. But that's why this is last. It gives me a time to like build this hull out, which is pretty much certain, at least to the extent that I'm already doing. In fact, I can kind of do. Let's have this one to say, yeah, just destroy this, and then we'll also go ahead and destroy this and this. So just open this up, and then what we're gonna do is just take the quick build. So this is my along the wall. These are the last ones I made here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this section right here, which seems to be pretty good. And then we'll come all the way down, and we're just going to go bop, 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 bop. And then on this side, I need to copy all but the end wall. So I'm just going to come like this. So I don't get the end wall. And then we'll just go bop, bop, and then the bottom part here is going to be this part. How we go about, I don't know. This probably fine. That's probably fine. We're going to flip it over. And then we hit F to mirror it. And that should be about like that. And then about like that. There we go. And about like this will be fine. Yeah, that. All right. So now the bottom is getting ready to grok too, right? So we've got the top side here, which is going to get done. They have just a couple of extra deliveries to make, and then the bottom will all get done too. Looks like some of these actually have some of these will already have the doors made, but it's fine. Whew. So yeah, it's a lot of playtime, and it's a ton of money. I'm down to 276,000. That's with still making 50,000 a day. I have raised their pay by 10% because we did have a couple, we've had a lot of scuffles. In this area right here especially, this guy specifically, I've got him on permanent lockdown, so his needs are actually pretty bad. But he kept messing with us. He kept killing people, so I did this. But he's got a lot of needs. Maybe we can calm him down. He's still extremely volatile anyway. So, I don't know. I feel like this is my first candidate. Christopher Malone, I think he's my first candidate for Supermax. But I just simply can't, you know, I'm going to keep him. Yeah, I'm gonna keep him on permanent lock. Nope, not permanent solitary. Permanent lockdown, please. There. I'm gonna keep him locked down because he just keeps trying to kill everybody. That is also, in case you didn't know, that is also the gang, the deputy bought in here. He made this guy the deputy. We've got 19, 6, and 9. I don't see blue or green leader anywhere, so they're not in yet. I am doing periodic intakes, so there has been 3 days worth of opportunities for them to come in, although they've been small intakes, mostly just to replace who's already left. But I can do some more. I'm gonna get this guy Pettit. Maybe his name is Petite. Got a long time in prison here. Aggravated assault, my goodness. 3 strikes training. He's trying. He actually succeeded in the farm work safety, which is pretty nice. And he's down to 31%. So maybe he's maybe that's okay. Maybe we'll let him go ahead and let him transition. I do have some pretty strict rules on getting from medium to minimum. So if you meet that criteria, I'm gonna allow that. I do have some pretty strict rules on that. And if you act up at all when you're in here, then you just go straight back to medium and you have to try all over again. So these guys do tend to behave, although I have had one person flip out when they didn't get their parole met, and they instantly had an orange shirt on. As they're attacking in there, they instantly got themselves switched to orange because they killed one of their, killed one of the lawyers. So can't have that. Okay, I need to let this run just a little bit more, try to get all the cells done. And then we'll take a look at what we're going to do on this side as well. So let me run this for another hour. I don't know. It takes a while to build this stuff. And I'll be right back. Okay, so we're just coming back from a storm here. We're just trying to get through the ending parts of a storm here. And we've got all of our cells sort of done on that side. A lot of the cells are getting done on this side. I've actually got this all prioritized right now, so they really, hammer in on this. I need them to do this now. I don't have much of the utilities drawn on this side yet. I've got a whole bunch of hot water pipes that have now had their jobs canceled, basically. So I have to I'm not sure why that happens, but every once in a while, if you put a whole bunch of stuff in at one time, well, you'll get little patches and stuff where they actually just have not done it. So I'll probably have to redo some of these lines, but there's that. And then you can see how the hot water pipes are laid in over here, although this one got canceled too, looks like. So there we go, one last one there. But it comes up and covers every single cell the way it needs to. I need to get it also over here, looks like. So just go a little bit more that side and just a little bit more that way too with this little pipe. Now the little pipes I have to draw in, which is again pretty easy. I'm just gonna go straight over like this, and kind of just do the same thing as the other side. So there we go, all the way across right there. And then this one can come down like that. They'll come down on this side like that. We'll come all the way over, might as well. There we go. We'll come down, let's say on that side like that, and then one more on this side over here like that. And that just kind of gives us a big water grid, which is similar to what we have over here going on, so it's fine. Now, over here, it's taken a long time to build this, so sorry, it's just the way this video is. We're gonna have 3 psychiatrist offices here and 3 psychiatrist offices here. I've moved the wall out one because I just didn't measure it quite right. So this all the way down gets demolished, and we're gonna have this walkway coming right through here that's only for staff. So this is going to allow staff to move through the building a little bit more fluidly than prisoners can. Prisoners will be funneled mostly in this outdoor area here We're going to funnel them through here for basically getting from their cell blocks into the canteen, but they'll have direct access to these, and they won't have access to the canteen unless they go through this area. I'm trying to keep this controlled so that anything that happens in this has thorough inspections, dogs as well as metal detectors and such. We'll be thoroughly covering this area so that basically in here it's drug-free, weapon-free, and then as they come through here, drug-free, weapon-free, etc. One of the things I haven't thought about, and I haven't actually done correctly yet here, is I have not gotten this building to have proper visitation areas. I sort of have forgotten about that. So what I'm thinking about doing is having a visitation area right about here where people can come in, and also right about here where people can come in. So they'll just kind of like, there's still going to be this open area here for flow, but it's going to be smaller, and it's going to allow for visitation to happen on these sides. And hopefully they don't make it to where prisoners over here decide to go have visitation over here, but it probably will. But I'm going to try to hopefully limit that. And, you know, I don't know how it will work. So if they need to do that, though, they'll be able to come all the way around, right, and do their thing. So, yeah. I don't have a kitchen outlook worked out yet, but this is a common room. There's this big common area here for them to do whatever they want to do. And then we're going to have over here, we're going to have infirmary as well as psychologists and stuff. So they can do alcoholics, behavioral therapy, etc. They can get those types of programs for themselves over here. But the psychologists or psychiatrists are going to be here. There's going to be 6 of them in total, 3 on each side. We're super effective. So I think 6 can probably handle this many prisoners. If for some reason they can't, I don't think it'll be the case, I can always take one of the psychologists, common rooms, etc., and turn those into an extra psychiatrist office. So, but that's kind of where that's going. So I'll probably end up closing this down just a little bit to where, you know, maybe an area half the size of deliveries ends up being the outdoor throughput in here. But I need this to be an outdoor area so that my sniper towers can start doing their thing. This is all sand, so if any prisoner does get out here, they're forced to move slowly. It gives snipers, you know, more time to shoot and whatever. So we're not going to have a whole lot of guard coverage in here, and that's just to prevent deaths. Malone, my first candidate for Supermax, he's killed 2 additional guards. Yeah, 2 additional guards during this video. So like he just keeps kicking off. He's an asshole. So I need to get him over here too. So I might accelerate this a little bit, but this is the main expense and this is the main money maker. So I really want to make sure I'm getting this as much as possible. And it looks to me like we are pretty good on all things. So it's just about power now. Power's not quite connected. Right, so this power line is actually no longer in the wall. It's a real drag. I'm going to allow it to stay just the way it is, though, because I don't really care that much, but I did like it better when it was in the wall. I might have redone it, but since I've already put the cable protectors on it, I'm not going to bother with it. So we're going to put the cable protectors all the way over on these ones. There we go. And so the only thing left to do now is to get some wind turbines here. So wind turbines. That's the correct term. I'm doing this right. So we'll put this over here. I'll leave a little bit of a space. That's fine. And then we're just going to go out 1 and then down. Yeah. Let's go down 1 more because it looks better. Okay. And then we'll come over like so. Yep. That. And then down like this and then over like that. And then up. And you just do the same thing we did on the other one, basically. That's probably good for now. I think probably. So we'll bring this up and over, and then we'll just make sure that these stay connected to each other, and that should be good to go. So when this area gets done, then we should see power basically hit throughout this whole facility. There's lights here now because we're using wall lights throughout this whole place, but you know, there's going to be power and stuff on this area here. And really, I guess I didn't need power through this, do I? I thought about, like, you know, like up here, I've got power going throughout all the hallways and stuff, but if I'm only exclusively using... I guess the only, yeah, I need it for CCTV cameras. I was gonna say, if I'm only using wall lights, then you don't really need it, but I am gonna use CCTV cameras, and that is gonna be a thing. So basically gonna go back to back with these cameras like that, like that. There we go. And then same thing over here. Boom, boom, boom. Flip it around. Boom, boom, boom. So lots more CCTV camera moderation or monitoring. Camera monitoring. There you go. Lots more camera monitoring. We'll put you there, there, and let's say there. Okay. And then did I put that over on this side? No. There, 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 and that's it. Okay. So there's all my cameras set up too. There you go. So now you know where the canteen is going to be real big here. We're going to have, 6 psychiatrists, 2 common rooms next to it. And then I haven't figured out how big I want the infirmary and how big I want the, places for behavioral therapy, flower therapy, whatever, let them pet the puppies, whatever it is. I haven't gotten that done yet. And then for cooks, for the kitchen and stuff, this door is going to be really nice. This little extra walkway back here will be really nice. I'm going to put the kitchen, I think, maybe back over here, and we're going to have stuff brought in with the helicopter. And then the cooking staff can just make their way through here and do that, whatever they need to do. That's probably fine. The other option is to have the kitchen be kind of over right here. This big area here could be the kitchen, and then the kitchen staff would be able to come out and go through here, but I just don't want them to be near the Supermax prisoners. I just don't want that to happen, honestly. Like I think it's one of those things where it doesn't matter where it is, just as long as it is. It just needs to be here. It doesn't have to be super special or anything. So let's take the power cables. How did I do this up here? Kind of ran through the walls of the cells a little bit, right? So we could just kind of go about like that, I guess. Down like that, and then I suppose we could come down like this too. Down one more like this. It just has to be in range of these cameras so that they can do their thing. I guess we'll bring this all the way around and then take it down like that. And just do it just same as everything else. Yeah, just bring it down to the same level as everything else was. Okay, cool. And then of course we have power cable running through here, so these offices are going to be powered. This one right here is also going to run from here because this power is going to handle this side as well as the cell block, and then this one is handling just the cell block plus this entire internal area. So they're each kind of helping each other. They're taking a little bit of an extra load aside from their cell block. And that's another way I can, balance it out. So as all of these things come online, they'll be different colors, but as soon as the line gets completely connected with each other, then it will form the same color and become one network. While that's happening, I need to get another export meter set up. So let's go ahead and do power export meter. I could just place that right there, not a problem. And then we'll go ahead and connect that meter to this transformer. And then we'll start exporting power from this wind farm. I guess it's a solar farm as well, isn't it? Kind of. Get that connected, and then once this is done and this is done, then all of this will change to the same color, and we'll start selling more power because we don't sell enough already as is, right? It's like 63,000 a day, man. I mean, you could legitimately in this game just take a giant loan, buy a bunch of power equipment, and then just, you could and just make money doing nothing but this. You could just be a power company. I mean, it's completely doable. I don't see a problem with that. I mean, if you start the game with, what do we start the game with? Like $50,000. You take a couple of grants, you can bump that up. But like, if you were to do that, I mean, well, you can't really do that, right? Because they make you install and like earn. You have to go through the grants, the green energy goals, to get to the point where you can get those bigger ones, these better ones. This still isn't done. Solar panel development program, still not done. That's wild, right? I mean, I have it active. as a program. It's just about people being interested in it. I guess the other jobs are paying better. Where is my solar panel development? There's 2 separate programs and 2 separate, I mean, yeah, only 7 people interested in it. Only 27% have passed. I might want to look at that. That's something to keep an eye on, I think. All right, so I think this video is good. I know I did build. You can see we're progressing, but I didn't really build much on camera because it's mostly just wait for it to build, right? But I guess for the other office, where is the psychologist office? It's down where these guys are. Yep, right here. So I can take my quick build tool here and I can just copy. I can't really copy this, can I? Because it won't match it's not going to line up with the doors, but I guess I could hypothetically just go in like this and do it. And the thing is, these offices are all just a little bit bigger too, which, yeah, I mean, maybe I didn't have to extend the wall that way, but to get them all to be the same size. Yeah, you know, I'm just going to build them from scratch. It's fine. Yeah. I'll just build them from scratch. Then the common rooms will be there. We'll tackle this stuff next video once I've got all this stuff completely done, and then the workmen can stop standing around doing nothing. So I'll probably get started on this as soon as I've got like the canteen and stuff running. So we'll tackle this side next video. Thank you so much for watching. I very much do appreciate it. And then we've had a lot of new channel members and stuff with the streams and stuff as well. So I'm very appreciative of that too. Thank you so much for everyone who's hit that join button. It's really quite helpful. I appreciate it. Thanks. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.